Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new session of JournalismAI Connect. You know that in Connect, our community for Journalism AI members, we try to offer a wide array of opportunities. And today we are having a very special session on Google AI Studio for journalists, how to prototype and iterate with no coding skills. I'm Ana Paula. I'm very happy to welcome you all. And with us is Claudia Báez. Claudia Báez, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon for those who is joining from another side of the globe. I'm very happy to be with you this morning too. So we're going to start. Welcome, I'm Claudia Báez. Today we will build AI prototype together using Google AI Studio. No coding, no installations, just your browser and a Google account. By the end of this session, you will have seen 3 working prototypings, and you will have a kit to try on your own. So, who I am? This is a quick introduction about me. I'm an entrepreneur, a builder-strategist. I'm a part of the expert network at Fathm, where I facilitate AI adoption programs for newsrooms around the world. With leading media organizations as Google News Initiative did mine, WAN-IFRA with OpenAI, and the Thomson Reuters Foundation. Before this, I was I co-founded, was the CEO of a investigative media outlet in Colombia. I'm an investigative data-driven journalist, and also a member and a mentor of the International Press Institute. Okay, what we will build today. Here is our framework: problem, prompt, prototype, iterate. We always start with the problem, not with the tool. You will see during this session 3 live demos. Each of one solves a real newsroom problem, and then you will have a kit to get to home and try an experiment in your own. Here is the mindset shift. Most of AI workshop start with the tool, but we're going to start with the problem. A prototype is not a product. This is something that is really important that you understand. A prototype is just a test of an idea. It tells you whether the idea is worth to pursue. I mean, is this worth your time, is worth your investment, or is not a good idea? So this is why it's so important to prototype fast, to validate your ideas in a short time. The question is never, what can I do? The question is, what problem does my newsroom need to solve? So that's why we start with a need, not with a hype of, I want to try this with AI. It's just, what is the need? If you remember something from today, should be this: how can I? What is the problem that I can resolve with AI? Okay, where is Google AI Studio? Google AI Studio is free. It runs in your browser. You don't need to install anything. It's powered by Gemini models, Google AI models, and it's no code required. It's the fastest way to test and to build a prototype. And with the new features and enhancement that Google made in Google AI Studio, there are other possibilities to deployment. But we are not going to deployment today, only to prototyping. So if you want to try it, go to aistudio.google.com, and you can see how it looks like. This is what the interface looks like when you open it. So you will see a menu of apps and templates on the left. We will explore some of these later. For now, just know that everything starts here, and it starts in the left bar in build, where this is built. And you use Google AI Studio like another chatbot. I mean, you put the prompt in the box and you add files. And the interesting thing here is that feature that you see, generate music, add databases, sanitarization, create and edit image. All these are new features that were added to Google AI Studio. And you can power your prompt with these features. We are going to see how can we do it during the session. So what you can do with this. Here is the thing you can do with Google AI Studio. Upload documents and ask questions about them, create image, generate audio and voice, search the live web. I mean, we can call the Google search to do things, run calculations and make charts, even build full applications. All of this is in one interface. It's a free plan. You have to pay when you want to publish. I mean, you can get a public link, but if you want to take all the application to another place, it's something that you have to figure out. So today we will focus on 4 of these features. What you won't need: no API keys, no coding, no installations. So we are going to work only with the browser, with the web interface. We are going to describe what we want in a natural language. And the only thing that we need is a Google account in the browser. This is the thing that I told you before. Google AI Studio add some features to go from prototype to deployment. This is happening 1 week or 2 weeks ago. It's not too late. So you can go to full production apps with this improvement. You can connect databases and give authorizations like Firebase. And you can integrate things in third-party services. So, but today we are not going to this new enhancement. Today we stay in the prompt playground where the editorial thinking happens. These are the 4 specific features we will use in our 3 demos. We are going to create 3 demos today. So I will share with you. Ana Paula, could you please share the Notion webpage?
Yes.
Please, thank you. So Ana Paula will share with you in the chat this Notion web page when I describe the 3 demos that we are going to build today. So this is the features. Upload a document and ask questions. This is the demo 1. Demo 2 is connect to live web data and force a consistent output format. The demo 3 is generate charts from text using code execution. Each demo built on the previous one. We go from simple to more advanced, right? I want to give you some ideas of real prototypes that newsroom in Latin America already did. This has happened in last year during the Google AI prototyping sprint that was facilitated by Fathm. I work with Fathm. And it happened in Argentina and Uruguay with 14 newsrooms. Let me show some of their works. If you didn't read the article, No Programmers, No Problem, from the Latin Journalism Review, Ana Paula can share with you the link to see indeed what kind of prototypes I'm talking about. So this is a solution created by ADN South in Patagonia, Argentina. They name it Ortibot. The solution was developed by a local newsroom in Patagonia. And ADN South created a tool named Ortibot that in Argentina slang describes someone who is strict and inflexible, as so strict to enforce rules. So they play with the name to make the team in the newsroom be more comfortable or curious with the tool. What was the problem? So the team and marketing team, the video produced by this team frequently violate the community guidelines of social media platforms like Meta and TikTok. This led to a significant risk for the outlets to have penalties with these platforms, to be penalized. So the audience teams spent too much time to reprocess the scripts, video scripts from marketing team to not, in order not to violate these rules from the platforms. So they create this prototype when the people from marketing paste the scripts that they create for brand and content, and this analyzes the text against community guidelines, and then provide a report with all the highlights when they are possible risk to be penalized. So this is a way that saves time for the audience team and for the marketing team, because before to go to production, there is a filter to see where if it's compliance or no compliance with the guidelines, community guidelines. So we are gonna have a time for question and answers at the end. So please keep your questions, and I will answer it at the end. So this is the second example, Búsqueda database. It's Montevideo, Uruguay, and they implemented an AI tool for people that is no expert in data-driven journalism. I mean, they have only one data-driven journalist in the newsroom, and she was overloaded because all the investigative reports or really numeric reports goes to her to create charts and graphs. So most reporters lacked the technical skills to create even basic data visualizations. Many stories went without visual data support because journalists didn't even consider its possibility. Reporters couldn't build their own charts. The data and multimedia teams was overwhelmed with requests for simple routine graphics, like such a basic economic indicators. This is a high volume of a simple task created for one person, for the data journalist in the newsroom. So they create a prototype with their own graphic identity, and data-driving manuals, how to choose the right graph when you get a table, and create a tool for journalists that they paste the plain text of an article, and the tool suggests to them which kind of graph is better for that kind of text, of kind of input. and teach to the journalists to choose a better chart. I mean, just the tool told to the journalists, you have this kind of field. I mean, this is these categories, and the better chart for this category is this kind of chart, is the wall chart, is the pipeline. Is I mean, they teach to the journalists how to do it. So that saves time to the data journalists in the Búsqueda teams. Her name is Federica, and she can invest her time in more consolidated or in-deep data-driven investigation. So this is a common use or common prototype in Google AI Studio is a social media posting assistant. It was created for Montevideo portal in Montevideo, Uruguay. And this newsroom had a high volume for making social media distribution, and sometimes was slow and repetitive. So the team lost time manually drafting copy and resizing graphics. So they created an AI assistant in Google AI Studio to generate multiple copy version with patterns, with specific tones. I mean, with the tone of the newsroom and the voice of the newsroom, and verify entities like companies, names, people, automate image for Instagram carousels, and editing for production. So this is Montevideo portal. And this is another one that we're going to do today, but with economic articles and evergreen. This is an alert weather assistant created by La Diaria, Montevideo, Uruguay. So the problem was that these articles, weather alert, are time sensitive. Alert update every 2 or 3 hours. And they always land during peak workload. So their prototype monitors the National Weather Service, process the alert, and draft the article in their house style. This is a key, the human in the loop. I mean, it's only the draft, and then the journalist goes to edit what the AI assistant did. So this is how can you can use AI assistants like this to reduce the time to produce evergreen content, like alert, weather notes, economic notes, or this is the kind of content that is consistent and takes too much time to create for a regular journalist. So what kind of prototypes can you perform with Google AI Studio? You can create infographic diagrams creator. So you load your report, AI identify key data points, generate publication, a draft ready for infographics. You can convert text to audio. You can create a video script creator, to draft the script from a video. This is one of the most interesting possibilities for me is news apps, gamification. How you convert a heavy investigative report to a game to engage new audiences. You can create games in Google AI Studio. You can create an application for data visualization generators. We're going to see that today, part of this. And so just as Búsqueda in Uruguay did, paste plain text and indicates to the tool, to a Google AI Studio, that suggests where you can replace text by a graph or a infographic or a diagram. And the last one, yeah, you can create a tool to generate routine news draftings tool, like I mentioned before, like the weather, like economics, like yeah, that kind of content. This is a real example from Whips, a newsroom in Argentina, Bahía Blanca. They built, this is a possibility. I mean, this is not a news application itself. It's a possibility to create something interesting with news. So they built a memory matching game about emotions controlled by hand gestures through the camera. You see in the corner, I mean, Google AI Studio start the camera in your computer, and you can unhide the cards with your fingers, pointing out to the camera. So this shows how far you can push AI tools for interactive journalism. If you are curious about how it works, this is the URL. You can go here and see how powerful it's Google AI Studio in these kind of things. And I encourage you to try to convert your reports, your texts, to things more interactive, like this one. So this is live demo time. So 3 prototypes, same principle: problem, prompt, prototype, iterate. Okay. So please, I think you have already the Notion webpage with you. You have everything that you need there to follow me step by step. I will go I mean, we don't have too much time. So those ones that want to join me, perfect. And you can leave your question in the box, and Paula can just tell me if it's an important question to solve during the live demo, and to answer. And then if you I want to show you how we can build these prototypes. So I'm gonna stop sharing right now and go here. So this is what you see when you go to Google AI Studio, right? So you have to log in. Here I'm logging it. And sometimes you can see like the chats is here, right? But to build the prototypes, we're gonna use this feature here in the left sidebar, build. But before to go there, yeah, here is the prototyping. Sorry, it's just okay. Here's the prototyping thing, and look at this. This is the right sidebar, and here you can adjust the model at your needs, right? So temperature is how creative you want the model. I mean, it's if you put the temperature just here, it's more creative, and here is more strict. I mean, it's more not accurate 100%, but it's more rigid, right? And if you add more points to the temperature, it's gonna, the model will become more creative, right? And these tools here, we're gonna use it during the demo. So when we want to calibrate the model, we go here, right? So let's go to build. This is Google AI Studio when we're gonna create our tools. Look at this. This is a new thing. 2 weeks ago or more. This is not something that we see it in so many. I mean, so if everyone is here in build, just go to this section, and you're in Notion, right? There is something important to show you. Just give me 1 second. Here. Okay. I forgot to tell you about the prompt. I mean, for this tool, we're going to use these prompt patterns. So a role assignment, you are AI policy assistant or specialist, you are a data-driven journalist expert, you are in source restriction, only answer from the PDF I upload, site page numbers, yeah, what the model can do and what can't. The third one is the output template. So headline, I mean, how we want the output be structured. And the fourth one is the iteration chain. Make it shorter, change the pattern colors, that kind of things, right? So, but you can see that in the Notion. So the first demo, this is a AI policy assistant. So what's the problem? Just a second. Okay. So, you're seeing my screen, right? Okay.
No, not right now.
No?
No.
Okay, let's see. Now? Yeah. And you can see it. Okay, so for the first demo, we're going to build an AI policy assistant. Your newsroom published an AI usage policy for team, for the organization. It is a 15-page PDF, and nobody reads. But journalists have real questions. Can I use AI to drive headlines? Do I need to disclose AI assisted research? What about AI generate image? So we are going to build a tool that answers these questions. Base it in your policy, your AI policy. no generic internet advice. So the first thing that we're going to do is to upload the PDF of the media organization to Google AI Studio. Then we write system instruction that say you are the AI policy advisor or our newsroom. Your only source of truth is the upload policy document. We add the strict rules: never make up policy provision, never infer rules that are not stated, always code the relevant section. In the three part, the query, we ask three real questions. Can I use AI to generate a first draft from a press release? A source send me a document, for instance. This is one of the most common things. A source sending a document can upload it to an AI tool, a free AI tool. Do I need to disclose to readers when AI helping me with the research? The format that we require is answer policy basis with the exact quotes and a note for gray areas. Then we're going to iterate and we are going to improve the output that the tool is giving to us. So let's do it. Here. So you're here, right? Remember, build here. And we're going to start to write a prompt in this box. So go to Notion. This is a Notion page that I created for you for this session. So this is the editorial problem. This is demo 1. Your newsroom publish an AI usage policy. It's a 15-page PDF and nobody reads it. Journalists have questions. Can I use AI to draft blah, blah, blah? Just what I just read before. And here is the PDF. This is the Guardian editorial code of practice and guidance policy. And this is the Guardian social media guidelines. So firstly, we're going to upload this PDF, the Guardian editorial code of practice and guidance policy. So go there, download it here. You can download it here. And then go to Notion. And paste this prompt. If you see, it's the same one as the slide that I shared with you before. This is the role, this is the rules, this is the format. Okay. So, and if you don't know how to create a prompt, you can ask to the model, to an LLM, to improve your prompt. So don't worry. This is only for demonstration. So go to build here. You pay the prompt. Sorry. This is the prompt. And you are going to upload the Guardian editorial code, this one. Once you did this, you go to here, this button, click on it. And this is where magic happens. So what is happening? This is the vibe coding. So Google Studio is creating the application here. So, and in this site, we can iterate in natural language with Google AI Studio to improve what we're doing, or to adjust or refine things that we want to do. So the code is happening. Some of you are doing it at the same time than me. Yeah, perfect. Great. So this is a really good tool to democratize AI policy at editorial guidelines, or I mean, that kind of tools helps too much to people and to people in the team.
There are some people saying that it took some minutes, and
yeah, it takes
it does take some time, so you have to be patient. Imagine, like, it's much less time than it would have cost, I don't know, to ask your developer to build something like this. So
yeah. So if some of you already have results, just make a sign.
Corinne, Candela, Gonzalo, Magnus.
Just go
There are
the
a lot of hands.
Okay. Okay. And this is the first version, right? The AI policy advisor. How can I help you today? Ask question about our editorial code of practice, generative AI usage, or ethical standards. Can I use AI to write a news summary? What is the policy on anonymous quotes? So here, I already write down some questions. So what about this? So can I use AI to generate a first draft of a news brief based on a press release? And the answer, you may use AI tools carefully and responsibly as part of the creation process. This is the advisor, right? And here is the section H, generative AI. But I want to test if it's real. I mean, if it's answering me with the PDF section and with the code that is set in the PDF of ethical code of the Guardian. So I want to iterate with him with this, split the screen and highlight the section in the PDF that corresponds to the answers. So, sorry, you didn't see this one. This part, iterate. Yeah, if you are along with me, go to iterate demo 1, and we're going to ask here. No, not there, sorry. Here, in this part. To split the screen. And in this box is when we are in haste and refine. We are refining the tool that we are creating. We're creating here in natural language. And Google Studio will apply this to our prototype. Corinne Potter says, wow, that's cool. Nice. And you can also change the design. I mean, this is too old school, right? So if I want to create something more fancy or with a modern style. So you can just write down here exactly Atari style design from early 80s. This is a bonus that I put for you. But if you want to adjust design, here it is. And the fonts, for instance, this font is so, yeah, it's not a font that I really like. So you can, here you can make the questions, go again to this. We're going to ask, is a source send me a document? Can I upload it to an AI tool for analysis? So journalists put the question here, and the tool should to highlight in this right side where it's the section, and it is. Now you have this highlight. And
now we're still on the Notion.
Sorry. Now you're here? Okay. So again, now you have we have divided the screen, and here you have the editorial code of practice. And it highlights here where is the section, right? And I can go with the next question. But let's just change the design. So I'm going here. And if you see, Google AI Studio suggests you improvements here. So add edit functionality, add a copy paste clip, copy to the clipboard, improve search. You know, you can do that kind of things. So here, but if you see, they are not really strict. Maybe because I changed the temperature, right? When I was doing the explanation about how Google AI Studio looks like. So the tool is answering with the section, but I think this is not something that is inside the document. It's an advice, right? So we can make more strict the answer of this tool. So let's see if it changed the design, and jump to the next demo, because we have not much time, too much time to see the three of them. But in general, this is how it works. And here you can see the share, right? So you can make it public with a public. This is the the editorial code V1 1986. And okay, this is just to show you how you can change the design, right? But here, if you want to go to the old versions, you have here all the history of your iteration with Google AI Studio, and you can go back to the older version if you want. And to share, so public. This is not ready. This prototype needs some adjustment. For instance, there takes some lessons, like advices, things that are not in the document. So you have to adjust by prompting in this left side to be really accurate what you want to do the prototype. But when you are done and you finish, so you go here and public, anyone with a link can view, and this is the link. right? But to publish is another thing. So it's not perfect. This is the first demo. I think you liked. Now, let me show you what I did before. Okay. Because it changed. Okay, not the same. Because it changed the way it made the design, depending. Let's go for the next demo. This is an economic evergreen generator, and so we are gonna connect this app with the Google search for live data. This is a new feature in Google AI Studio. And the second step, we're going to define how we want the output. I mean, with the headline, context, what next, tables, etc. And the third step, we're going to generate a draft of an article on inflation, GDP, or something economic indicator. And the fourth step, we're going to iterate to refine the tone, add context for source attribution, etc. So, again, we're going to Notion. Demo 2, what's the problem? Your newsroom publish routine economic updates, GDP growth, inflation, consumer price index, unemployment. These articles follow the same structure every time, and a small team spend hours writing them. So you want a prototype that pulls current data and draft a structured article with the journalist as editor, not author. I mean, it's a draft. The journalists have to edit after this. So this is the prompt. Same rule, your role, what are the rules? What kind of format? What is the output format? Now we are going to Google AI Studio, but here there is a difference. We are going to use Google search data, right? But before, let me just adjust here because I don't want that the model be so creative. I really want more rigid and restricted answers. So go ahead here and look in this bar for use Google search data. Add it. Okay, if everyone is along with me. And then push and build. Okay, so we're going to creating an assistant for evergreen articles, in this case, with economic indicators. And why economics? This is really sensitive information. I mean, you cannot make mistakes in economics. So your journalists your reporter have to edit and oversight what is this tool doing, right? So here is the code. We don't have too much time. So I think the third one, I'm gonna show you. Okay, I'm gonna show the third one too fast, or maybe just jump to questions because we don't have too much time.
Yeah, perhaps we can do some questions while we wait for this one, and then allow people to iterate and try the third demo on their own.
Okay. So what are the questions that you have for the first demo and the second one?
Yes, there is a question that is, I think that it's a simple, what's the difference between sharing and publishing?
Sharing, it's your application still in the Google AI Studio environment. I mean, it's with this URL, right? Publish, you take all the code to another place, another host web. Wait, okay, this is the economic dispatch. They suggest me the inflation rate for US, the UK GDP growth, the Eurozone, but you can customize this as you need for your country. It's connect right now with the search, Google search data. And that's why we put this feature in the beginning when we start the prototype. So let's go to Notion again, and we're gonna put this on the box. There's two ways. I can write exactly copy paste as I did, write a economic article for the, this is for CPI figure, or I can just pick it from here. Let's show how, if I pick from the suggestions that the tool gave it to me, or I can just indicate what kind of indicator I want. So here is the headline: UK annual GDP growth revised to 1.4% for 2025 as monthly momentum starts. And this is a data table that we have to refine. And this is the sources. This is the most important. They take all the information from these sources. So let's go to the government of UK. Doesn't show me. Here. So I'm gonna share. When I click on that source, they send me to this. To this. Okay. It's the Office for National Statistics.
We're not seeing that screen.
Oh, okay. Why?
Sure.
Now you are seeing? No?
No.
No. Okay, let me try again. So if you go, I don't know why I cannot share my preview application with the PDF. But if you click here, you're gonna download a PDF from the Office for National Statistics in the UK, and then you will see the GDP monthly estimate as of January 2026, right? And you have to, as journalists to fact check what the tool given to you, right? So the real gross domestic product grew by 0.2%, right? This is in the PDF, so you have to check what you got in the PDF and what is happening in what is setting in the draft, right? Established in the draft. We don't have time, but here is all the list. You can follow the exercises, iterate, and you can try for your own sorry, here it is. You can try in your own the third demo if you want. This is for create data visualizations. You have to activate the feature code execution for create beautiful charts and graphs. This is a new feature in this Google AI Studio. Is here, code execution, right? And this demo, you paste the PDF and it recognizes when you can replace the text by graphs. So what we just built, AI policy assistant and economic evergreen. This is a prototype. This is not a implemented project. Just you have to go to implementing project in AI. You have to go from prototype to pilot. I mean, pilot is to test your application with your colleagues, and collect the feedback and improve and adjust and refine your application, and then implementation. For the question, share and publish, implementation is when you publish, when you take all this code and put it in a place in a solid place to the people, to your team. There is some templates that you can use. It's already in here in build. So you can use templates. Is here, discover. In this gallery, you can just select games and visualization, gen media, multimodal tools. I mean, there is something already created. So I encourage you to go there and explore. And there is some of them that you can use, like as the manual, a rack, chat with docs, multiple document Q&A for research and investigation, video analyzer. So you upload a video, they extract the claims, timestamps, and summaries, and dictation. So look for them in these examples, and you can use it as a template and modify it. And this is a task that you can do at home with this kind of tools. Video analyzer for press conference. Just upload the YouTube video of the press conference or legislative session and ask to Google AI Studio to extract key claims, identify contradictions, and generate a summary with timestamps. And also, you can upload different sources if you are doing an investigation, a report, just upload all the source and just to make it dialogate and find contradiction, or this is build a fact-checking assistant. This is something that you can do also. And sorry, there is no time for questions, but let's answer one or two before leaving.
Yes, thank you, Clau. And also, it's very early in Colombia, so she's beginning her day with us. And thank you for this. I do have, there are many questions. One is like, where does Google AI Studio shine when compared to OpenAI's Codex and Anthropic's Cloud Code, for example? Other tools that
for vibe coding?
For vibe coding, yeah.
For vibe coding, you can use Lovable. This is the most what's the first one and most common, but it's you have to pay for it. So, but it's a very good tool to create websites and applications. And Cloud Cowork does work so well with artifacts. They create artifacts. Google has gems. So gems, artifacts, ChatGPT has custom GPT. So there is another kind of tool, but for create applications, yeah, lovable. And sometimes if you want deployment, Cursor AI is another level.
Yeah, and also I think that Google AI Studio in many ways is just because the environment where it's for free. You mentioned that you can start building for free with a Google account. So there's also those advantages for Google AI Studio. We have two hands that are up. Raiz, they've been waiting for a long time. Raiz and Corinne. So if you can ask your questions very, very fast. And then, so Claude, I know that she needs to go. I don't want to play with her time. Raiz. Raiz.
What is the question?
Okay. Perhaps it's not. Okay, don't worry. Well, we'll be sharing the recording. We'll be sharing the details, also like the prompts, so for you to explore and to start prototyping. The idea is that you can go and share with your team and say, hey, this is something that we can build. This is something that we can work on. So invest some resources. I think that is very, very powerful. And thank you, Clau, for also bringing this perspective about how to define a problem, and basically there from the problem is where we can start building. I just want to invite you all. The next session is taking place of JournalismAI Connect is taking place next week. We are discussing we're having a discussion with Stefan Boss from DPA, Camila Báez from IPI, and Germark Tordesillas. We are working on the training journalists in AI, how to build AI literacy, and what are the challenges behind building judgment, building a coherent and cohesive work around AI within news organizations or individuals. So just you can register there. Thank you. Thank you also for this, for joining us. We'll be sharing the materials. Thank you, Claudia. Again, muchas gracias. Thank you for bringing. And if anyone is in Perugia, Claudia is going to be in Perugia. So you can say hi.
If you are in Perugia, I will be there. So say hi to me. Thanks.
That's perfect.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you next week.